So here we have the Mini Clubman. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some of the controls on the inside of it from there. From the outside you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels. We're going to start off inside the boot area of the vehicle first of all. As we approach the back of the car you can see we have reversing sensors. Plenty of boot space as well, along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat should you wish to increase this space even further again. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car before we jump in and run through the controls as I mentioned. But now that we've done a full circle of it, you can see it's a great looking car and in fantastic condition the whole way round it as well. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the rev counter, we have the speedometer in the middle, and the fuel gauge on the right-hand side. Also in the middle, you can see the digital readout for the speedometer. You can change that information using buttons on the steering wheel. You can see now the total miles of this car, which are only 3,027. You can have various bits of fuel economy in that section as well. If we back out to the steering wheel next, we have our cruise control and speed limiter on the left-hand side, stereo and phone controls on the right-hand side, and then the touchscreen over in the center. So for example, this is where you would access your satellite navigation. Really nice clear color display, as you can see. You can use the touchscreen, or as I'm doing right now, you can use this dial just here, which is a little bit easier to use whilst the vehicle is in motion, and the collection of buttons that surround it, of course. But otherwise, the touchscreen will work in exactly the same way, and you can access your media options, where you'll see we have DAB, FM, radio, Apple CarPlay, so you can listen to your music in many ways through that, and USB input as well. The Apple CarPlay is wireless, so just connect up your phone via Bluetooth in order that you can do that. Satellite navigation is accessed here as well, plus various bits of fuel economy information. And if we pop the vehicle into reverse, the full colour reversing camera that goes along with the parking sensors. Working our way down, we have dual zone climate control, so you can adjust the passenger and driver temperature. You can increase and decrease the fan speed. You can determine what direction you'd like the air to be distributed in down here. And when you're happy with those settings, your air conditioning is off or back on again. The system was in auto a second ago. If I put it back in auto, what the car will do is take over the fan speed and direction of the air to maintain those temperatures. Pressing auto will put it back on whatever setting you had that on previously. We have a heated driver's seat and passenger seat, both of which have 3 separate heat settings on each. We have traction control we can turn on and off. We can start and stop the engine from this button just here. This one turns off the stop and start, which is something different altogether. This vehicle is designed to cut out when it's stationary in traffic, which in turn will save you fuel. That system is turned off when that orange light shows. And you can also turn your parking sensors on and off from there as well. We have a 12-volt charging socket, USB input, and the gear lever for the fully automatic gearbox. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car for yourself and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at 7daysonly.co.uk. We'd love to hear from you soon.